The next metric we'll take a look at is market capitalization. So market capitalization is the measurement of the amount of funds in an asset at a given time. It's calculated by multiplying the circulating supply by the current price of the asset. This calculation is often used to measure growth potential of coin projects, where large cap coins are generally about $10 billion or more invested into the project. Medium capitalization coins generally are between 1 and 10 billion. And then finally, small cap coins generally are under $1 billion. Now, some investors will look towards coin projects with small market capitalizations and see them as having more potential to grow compared to large capitalization projects. Think about it in regards to filling up a pool. I think this is a great way to think about market capitalization, where you have a pool. If you have a smaller sized pool, if you dump the same amount of water, let's say you dump 10 gallons into a pool, a small pool, it's going to fill up that pool more than if you have a very large pool and you were to dump in 10 gallons of water. That wouldn't really affect the amount of water in the pool that much. So, and it's the same thing with finance, with money, capital invested into a project, where if there's less capital invested into a project, let's say there's only $20 million invested into a project, if you were to add $10 million to that project has now increased 50%. Now, if you take a multi-billion dollar or $1 trillion asset such as Bitcoin can fluctuate in terms of market capitalization, but let's say it's $1 trillion. If you were to add $10 million to that, you wouldn't see a significant increase in the price of Bitcoin. Now, to counter that, other investors can believe that large cap projects such as Bitcoin and Ethereum are much more proven and stable compared to smaller cap comparisons. So there's a little bit of a dilemma where smaller cap projects are may not be as proven. They may be new. There's a greater sense of possible reward, but there's also a greater sense of risk. And that's countered by looking at smaller cap coins, which are typically much more proven, where they're proven, there's much more capital invested, and as a result, any increases to that capital invested may not necessarily have a greater effect or as great of an effect compared to investing in smaller cap coins. Now, there are differences between the market cap and the fully diluted market cap. The fully diluted market cap is the total value of the crypto at the current price if the entire total supply were issued. So let's say market cap is 18.8 million times the current Bitcoin price or whatever cryptocurrency you are currently looking at. The fully diluted market cap would be 21 million times the current Bitcoin price. And that's because 21 million would be the entire total supply of Bitcoin. Now, this is something that can be applied to Bitcoin because we know that there can only be 21 million Bitcoin. There is a fixed maximum supply. Whereas with something like Ethereum, there is no fixed maximum supply. So a figure such as fully diluted market cap cannot always be applied in every single situation. Here's a visual example of market capitalization, how to calculate this. So here's a market capitalization of Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin's current market price was $6,725, give or take. And let's say its circulating supply was about 17 million. This could be seen maybe in 2017, 2018. If we were to multiply these two figures, the current market price times the circulating supply, we would see that the market cap would be about $115 billion. Now, in more present times, in January 2022, we've seen the market cap of Bitcoin overall, since those earlier figures, since a few years before it, has tremendously increased. In the current day, it's $647 billion. This is actually down compared to its all-time high market capitalization of about $1.1 trillion, give or take. Now, Bitcoin is considered a large cap coin. The next coin we'll take a look at, this is Cosmos or Atom. We see its market cap is about $9 billion. We would consider this a medium cap coin. Now, finally, we'll take a look at a small cap coin. This is Civic. Civic, as we see, only has a $133 million market cap. This is significantly less compared to Cosmos, and even more so significantly lesser than Bitcoin in terms of overall capital invested in the project. Next figure we'll take a look at is trading volume. So trading volume refers to how much value has been traded over a specific period of time within a trading pair. Trading pair examples include Bitcoin to US dollar, Bitcoin to the euro, and also Bitcoin to ETH. You can actually trade crypto for other crypto. Be sure to check out our trading pair lesson, where we'll go more in depth on trading pairs and how to best utilize that for the best results. Now, this is often based on the 24-hour trading period and is based either in fiat or in units of the currency itself in regards to trading volume. Some exchanges will display the volume of trading volume in terms of the crypto itself. Some exchanges will opt to show it in terms of the fiat, such as dollars or euros. Now, high trading volumes indicate that there are more people interested in buying or selling the coin, and that acts as a sign that that particular market is highly active. There's more people, there's more money involved. It is a highly heavily traded asset pair. Now, periods of low trading volume or low trading pairs indicate that the users are not interested in buying or selling that coin, and could act as a sign that that particular market is not as active. So here are two examples of two different coins. The top we see Ethereum, and the bottom we see Smartlands Network, which is a coin project that focuses on real estate digitization, essentially turning houses or real estate properties into NFTs and selling those off. So Ethereum we see has a high market cap that's considered a large capitalization. This is the second largest capitalization, second only to Bitcoin. We see $269 billion. Comparing that to Smartlands, we only see $14 million. So we would consider Smartlands a small cap coin. We see also differing figures compared to their fully diluted market cap and also particularly volume. Here we see about $23 billion have been traded, either bought or sold in a 24-hour period, $23 billion exchanged. This is drastically different compared to Smartlands, which has only seen $50,000 exchanged in a 24-hour period.